because
You want to catch your poker face.
If you're already caught, why continuously lie?
You don't understand it, right? Like, yo, there's some people that will just take that shit to the grave, bro. Like, yo, I seen a meme the other day, and it was like, "You're asking me again, motherfucker? I will lie again." Like, it was just like, bro. I'm blind, bro.
Geezus. Jesus.
3, 2, 1, and we're live. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Geezus Show. We're back with part 2 of Aleena and Yuritza, the New York City lesbian love story.
I'm back, bitches.
She's back and better than ever. Yeah. We had a whole AC break and everything.
Yes,
all right.
We needed it.
All right, we're back.
That was great.
So-
I think we left off at your engagement and how you weren't responding to my DMs during that time.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
How'd that go?
Throwing you in deep waters.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Showed her loyalty though.
I was engaged at 20 years old. You know, that's insane. You know, that takes a lot of
After you met Aleena at
takes a lot of guts right
Sons,
there.
Yeah.
you still got engaged.
I mean, yeah, like
We weren't talking at that time like that. Though.
yeah. All right. So
No, but
when
Aleena was sliding in them DMs hard.
Just low key though.
But low key, but hard low key.
Okay, so the day at Sans, when I met Aleena, I was actually single, but I got back with my ex, which is the girl I proposed to. Bad move, as you can tell by George's hand movements. He did not like that.
No one did.
Yeah, no one did.
And
Thank you for saying that.
Your family.
Yeah, my family did not like her either. They tried, you know.
We all tried. She fucked up.
Yeah, she did. But anyways, I proposed.
You want to talk about that?
Alright, so I mean, I'm not
It's
saying
just
her
crazy.
name, so it is what it is. Alright, I'm
It's
gonna give
just
you the tea. I'm gonna give you
bro.
the tea. You know, catch me outside. How about that? If you got a problem. Nah, but anyways, ooh. It's getting hot in here. Damn, we just turned off the AC. Is it just me? Y'all feeling it too?
We're getting there.
All right. So boom, I proposed to her. 2 weeks after that proposal, everything was going great, and out of nowhere, I received a DM from this guy named, let's call him Hector.
Hector? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, Hector. Sure. Okay, cool.
All right.
I just got that.
Yeah, let's name him
You just
Hector, whatever.
received a DM
So
from Hector.
Hector DMs me. Mind you, my
Hector?
ex said she has 3 friends that are named Hector. Okay. Let me tell you how Hector is always messaging her. I'm like, no friend messages another friend that much. I don't care what you say. It just doesn't happen that way.
Okay, let's get one thing straight. I thought she was a full-on lesbian. Well, you know, she's a lesbian, right? She's like a lesbian. She's a full
full-on lesbian or whatever. She said that, you know, she had her experiences with guys or whatnot. But if you're saying you're lesbian right now, that's what you identify as right now.
Mm-hmm.
You could have been bisexual back then and then changed
that's
your
true, that's true.
sexuality
Yeah.
to being a lesbian because you already had experience being a bisexual.
Okay.
And then you realize, oh, no, I like women. Strictly just women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, mind you, we still in that honeymoon phase, you know, just had, you know, gotten engaged or whatever. I feel like an engagement is a trial run for a marriage, you know, because you're taking on that responsibility, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, all right, I'm engaged. I have to change the way, you know, you have to respect your woman, how you talk to her, you know, how you communicate with her. You want to, like, all right, trial. It's a trial run. I'm not even going to fucking drag it. So, anyways, after Hector DMs me, all I read is, are we dating the same girl, Hillary?
We're gonna call her ex
Hillary? Clinton?
Fuck me up.
This shit just got even more crazy.
Hillary.
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary.
Are you being called Hillary? Okay.
All right, and I'm like what? And I just had posted Hillary on my story, you know, and I was baffled. I'm like, what? Who says this? I'm like, I know his name. I recognize who you are, right? Like, I'm putting two and two together type shit. And then he sends a picture of them together, which gets me more upset. I take a screenshot. I take it to my woman, like, straight up. I'm not gonna answer this fool. I'm gonna send her the screenshot. Then she starts calling me. You know it gets serious once you get a call. Cause because she's afraid. She's startled. She doesn't know what to do. You know, she feeling some type of way. She knows she got caught.
Bro.
So I didn't answer. That was like the first sign. All right, she fucked up. So I decided to text him. I'm like, yeah, that's my fiance. What about her? And he was like, oh, I just want to know if we dating the same girl because, I always see you under her Instagram pictures. And she said you're her friend and she has a ring on her bio. But she said the ring was like, has something to do with her mother. And she's always taking the ring off and then she puts the ring on.
No.
And the thing is, she told me that he's a friend. So
Doing it to both.
Yeah, it's not adding up. And when I was living with her, I realized she has like different like things in her crib, right? She has a jersey in her closet. I'm sleeping over, right? And I'm like, oh, this jersey looks like it fits me. I'm gonna put it on, She was like, that's my friend's. I feel some type of way with you wearing it. I was like,
whoa.
All right, I didn't say anything, right?
Red flag, ladies and gentlemen. Red flags.
It was just like everything was like coming together. And when he had like hit me up, those were the things that were coming into my mind, And she had a Gucci watch. This bitch broke as fuck. How you get a Gucci watch? She was like, my mom got it for me for my birthday. I'm like, your mom broke as fuck. How she get you a Gucci watch?
No damn Gucci watch.
Yeah, like, nah. So, I was like, all right, if you dating her, what did you leave in her crib? Like, what I'm saying? Like, what's like,
Proof.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was like, to be honest, all I want is my Gucci watch back, and I left my Yankee jersey, and I was like, hey, okay. Damn, that was spot on. You know what I'm saying? That was spot on. So I ended up like calling her, and I'm like, the thing is, I was so ready, like, I was happy because I was getting ready to go over and stuff like that, and then this shit happens, literally, when I got out the shower, and I'm like, cool, like, that's crazy. I started having, like a breakdown, like, I started throwing shit, like, very aggravated. I'm over here standing up to my family and my friends, telling them, like, oh, like, I'm glad I'm giving her another chance, because that's the type of person I am, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I see it, I'm gonna make shit work, I'm gonna put in the work, because if I care for you and I've been with you for a long time, I'm gonna be persistent, and
Facts.
I'm gonna do the best I can until I realize, hey, I did the best I can. And when people ask me, oh, why did that, suddenly, like, why was that suddenly over? I'm gonna be like, I did the best I can, and I don't know, I don't regret my decision by leaving her. So even after that, I went over to her house. This is when it gets interesting. I went over to her house, and my sisters came with me, and
y'all, they were about to fuck shit up, or like,
yo,
they were on some,
like they were so ready to fight her, like. I just wanted all my shit, and then I was like, give me the ring. And she's like, nah, that's my ring, you gave it to me. And then I'm like, nah, like, I'm serious. Give me the ring. Like, you don't deserve it. That was like our signal of our love, and you betrayed that. And then she was like, no, it's mine. I was like, I'm not about to like do this with her. I'm like, you can keep it because it doesn't mean anything anyways, you know, like whatever. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and try.
She wants you to. Yeah, she wants you to do that. She wants you.
Yeah, she wants you to
stick around for that little argument. It was gonna turn into her trying
shit.
to keep back.
Of course.
We've all been there.
But
I've been there.
Literally, when my little sister Gloria, she saw us fighting, like arguing and stuff, Gloria got out the car, and I told her to stay in the car. She got out the car, and she was like, why are you still talking to this stupid bitch? I was like,
bringing the heat.
oh, Gloria.
Got the backup, yo, Gloria. Shout out to you.
Shout out to Gloria.
Holding it down for sis.
She was like, seriously. And then Hillary was like, who she talking to like that? You. I was like, Gloria, get back in the car. Like, no one's gonna be hitting each other. No one's gonna be fighting. And then Gloria was like, nah, cause dead ass, I'll throw hands with her right now.
Your sister's a getaway driver. You got backup.
She was like, wrap it up. I don't know why y'all still talking for.
That sounds like Gloria.
Yo, she doesn't play. Like, she always said that I was there for her, like, physically when it came to fighting, and then she was there for me emotionally, because she knows how emotionally involved I get into anything. Like, I'm an emotional person, and I say that because it's not weak to be emotional. It's actually really strong, because you have to deal with your feelings and you feel them hardcore. So to switch over to like not being so emotional is so hard, because you're stuck in your head, literally. And
I feel that.
Yeah. I feel like everyone does. Some people do. Some people. Like, all right, so after that, you know, I had called the guy, because I was like, I'm not with this texting shit. You know, send me your number. We're going to talk over the phone. So he was...
That's so hard to do, bro. I can't do that. What the fuck? That's so fucking weird. What? No, I'd fucking curse the dude out or something. Well, I mean, it's not his fault, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I don't know.
I mean, I started off with doing that. Like, I wanted to fight. Yeah. I feel like that's everyone's first instinct.
I'm too competitive, bro.
Yeah, because like...
You was in the pussy, I'm in. What the fuck?
Dude. This dude, Hector, freaking... he literally had the audacity to ask me, did you guys have sex? Bro, I just told you she was my fiance. Like,
we're waiting till marriage.
We're Christian. Nah, like, what possessed him to like ask that? Like,
he's probably getting himself madder. He's probably one of those dudes that, you know what I mean, just want to get himself madder and shit.
Him asking that had me asking that too. I was like, did you?
Did you?
Like, cause
what'd he say?
He said yes, and then I asked Christina, did you guys have sex? And she said no.
You said her. Hillary.
Yeah, I caught it too. I was like, it's okay. It's all right.
We got Edwin the mix master. All right. Edwin the mix master. He knows how to.
You know how to do the beep.
He learned after Steven nearly ran his leg over the other day.
Either beep it out or just say it again.
Beep. All right. Nah. Anyways, Hillary, she had said no, we didn't have sex, and I was like, are you sure? And then she said yes. So I went to the guy. You know, clearly I'm hurt, and I'm like, I want proof.
Wait, what? Why the fuck
I get it. I get it. Like totally.
Look
get
at the
it.
ring on her bio.
This could be the guy he could be just trying to get you upset or whatever. So like I get it, but yeah, it just never works. It
was a. It was
you hoping. It was the emotion you felt, at the time.
Because I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
You're hoping
she's
just a dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I want every detail, because I want to know what I'm gonna do with my decision, because I proposed to her and everything like that. So clearly, whatever. So anyways, he sends me. Wait. At first, he has sent me a video of their relationship, like a time lapse from Google or something, like the gallery.
Oh, he's one of those.
Yeah, he.
Wait, what? He was whipped.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's making collages and shit, bro. Fuck.
Bro, this is why I was like, I'm not gonna continuously attack him, because clearly he got hurt too.
Yeah,
totally.
I feel bad.
Totally.
So we're both in the same boat. We're trying to I don't know. I guess we were trying to cope and. Okay.
This episode sponsoring by.
No.
Yeah, we both needed closure. So, he has sent me that collage, and literally that broke my heart. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And then when I had asked proof for to see if they had sex or not, he sent me a picture of her and him behind her with
parts.
Yeah. No clothes and shit. But I didn't see anything. She was still in her, bras and panties or whatever. But I'm like,
how much more you need?
Yeah, that's enough proof.
Yeah, for real.
I don't want to see anything else. That was enough. Thank you.
Need a whole fucking video.
So then, I had asked her again, are you sure? Because
you want to catch her poker face.
If you're already caught, why continuously lie?
You don't understand it, right? There's some people that will just take that shit to the grave, bro. I seen a meme the other day, and it was like, you're asking me again, motherfucker, I will lie again. It was just bro, it's, some people just take this shit to the grave, man.
Even if you have the proof right
they
there,
will still sit, there's just some people like that, man, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And, it's insane. I literally looked at her, and I did not recognize her, And the thing is, I get it. Because when I went to Georgia, I was getting ready to go to boot camp and stuff. I was doing the best I could do, and she didn't understand that. She wanted me to continuously doing toxic things like drinking or whatnot. And I had went out there to get my body together and stuff. And we were on a break because she did not understand that, and I needed her to understand it. And I fucked with somebody out there in Georgia because we were on a break.
You did?
Yes. I told you that.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard this. I've
really?
heard that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it was with my ex-best friend, which is why I don't like having female friends no more, because even if you're venting to them and stuff like that, that's their opportunity to
Aleena sees him.
Slide in. You know what I'm saying?
Aleena sees him. She's like, I know what you're doing.
I wish I was your friend. Okay. So anyways, I told her about that. I told Hillary about what went down in Georgia when I came down to New York again, and I guess she did the same thing with her college. Her college experiment with a guy. It was the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I had found that out, and she had told me that, and I'm like, you literally sat here and lied to me when you could have just told me the truth. But she only told me about the girl that she was fucking with when I was in Georgia. So you was fucking with a girl and a guy, and then the guy was hurt because he knew about the girl, but he didn't know about me. So she's just playing with a whole bunch of people. So clearly, I had so many red flags when it came to her, but I just kept trying not to see them and looking past them all and stuff. And then out of nowhere, I got my shit together, and then this wonderful angel came into my life, and I'm like, wow, like I literally did not deserve that. And I can say, like, with every female I was with, there's a lot of females that are toxic out there. They could be like, oh, niggas, these dudes ain't shit, blah, blah. But to be honest, a lot of y'all ain't shit either. And I could say that wholeheartedly because I'm a female and I understand a female's mentality and a guy's mentality. And to be honest,
Tell them.
they're the same, but then they're not. They have to, like, let them barriers go. They have to put them barriers down to give you what you want just so you can fuck them over. And then they have to put the barriers back up, and every time they put them down, it's really hard for them to go back down, and you're not patient enough to wait and be there and, you know, deal with how a guy is.
Yeah.
Which is why, you know, and then there's a lot of females that it's really hard for them to be with a guy because a guy is not so emotional. But when you guys meet an emotional guy, it's like there's a problem. And a lot of females like fuckboys.
Facts.
They do. They go
Facts.
for the fuckboys.
We've had a whole segment on this.
Yours just tell you she missed that episode.
Yeah, she missed that whole
facts.
fuckboy
That's why she's
episode.
trying to piggyback on that one right there. She's like, yo, you gotta talk about this shit.
We got to recap real quick.
I'm chatting over here, but like,
Jesus. So yeah, so y'all broke. So yeah. How did you know? So for anybody out there that is like stuck on that one fucking toxic relationship, right? Like, you know, like whatever, like y'all, and the toxic is like when y'all break up and y'all make up and y'all break up and you know it's not gonna work. Like, you know, deep down it's kind of like just not gonna work, but you want it to work so hard and you're kind of degrading yourself for it to work. It's toxic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're not doing any growth.
if you want it to work, why be persistent and say I want a break?
Exactly.
I want to break up.
But you knew all
Because if
this. So
you-
what was the point to you where it was like, that's it, enough is enough? I can't. Yeah.
Because if you continuously break up with someone, that means in the back of your head, you know it's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
But you sit there and you try to make it work because you already put too much time and effort into this person, you know?
Facts.
So you're kind of like ignoring yourself and your thoughts, part of your thoughts, because the other half of you really wants this person, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you really want this person, you work at that wholeheartedly every day, every night, you know what I'm saying? Because that's
what I think marriage is, though.
Well, okay, honestly, I feel like what you want is the person you met. What you want is the person you thought you made those memories with before you knew what they did behind your back. So do you really want the person that you know the full truth about now? Or are you looking back to what you were comfortable with before? And I feel like I stayed in a toxic relationship because of what I was comfortable with. But something my mentor told me once was, be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's my
That
favorite fucking
is my
motto.
favorite line, because that's
favorite
literally what
fucking
got
motto.
me through shit, because that's how I got away from living with my ex, because that was my way of getting closure after catching him cheating on me, was, you know, getting through and like, for some reason I thought, if I
You
live
call
with
him cheating?
Yes.
that's a whole nother story.
That's another story. But
Can I
you
just
know,
talk about how real quick? Yo, this is what I like to hear this shit, bro. Just straight up, like.
Because she was engaged before too, so.
Oh damn, he was engaged too.
we
See, I don't know any of this, so I
understand.
have to ask.
well, I'll just like make a quick summary
Yeah,
of
just
it.
quick.
When I was in high school, my high school sweetheart, he's not the one who cheated on me, but my
Okay.
high school sweetheart was the one I dated him starting my senior year of high school, after not talking to him for about 3 years because he made some rumor about me in freshman year. Like, he was in football and he was saying some things about me and what I've done, making fake rumors, and I never had hooked up with him. So I didn't talk to him for about 3 years, freshman through junior year. Then finally in senior year, he was a mutual friend with me and all my other guy friends. We were all hanging out, but we would never directly talk, and no one would even see it. No one would even know, but I did not like him. Then finally, you know, everyone that our group of friends said, come on, you guys just need to be friends again. Like, it's okay. Get over it. Like, move past it. So I did, and we played a game of truth or dare one day, and I sort of kind of started feeling like, it'd be okay if, something happened where we had a truth or dare. And at that moment, I felt bad. Right now, I don't. But, like, at all. Like, thinking back to it's so stupid. But, at that moment, I was like, I wouldn't mind. Like, if it landed on him and there was a truth or dare between us. Like, so moving on, we started dating in senior year of high school. It moved into when I went to college. But that's where the shift happened. I left. We both graduated high school same time. I had goals. I was going to college. I was working and doing full-time school, almost working 40 hours a week. Yeah. And doing full-time 4 to 5 classes.
The worst fucking life you could actually have. The worst. Literally.
Working weekends, working at night. I would leave my night job after going to school and then going to work. I would leave, go straight to him. No, actually go straight to get food, then go to him. I go to Jack in the Box, get Jumbo Jacks. I wasn't vegan then.
She's vegan now, plug in.
I am vegan now, but back then that was the easiest thing to do, and I would bring them food. I would bring him food. I would also get food for my mom and my sister and myself. So every day I was spending my money on him, and my family was just what I wanted to do. But he didn't. His parents were rich, very rich. His dad made like 6 figures working in trucking business. Like, he owned the trucking business. You make a lot as a trucker. He was the owner of the trucking business. Like, you can go get food. But I don't ever like seeing someone be hungry. Like, and so I'm really into food also. I just love to give.
So Yuritza gained some weight.
I made sure she ate. She got thick. No, you got thick when you with me. No. Ooh.
She had all her clothes.
All the vegan things. No. So anyway, when we decided to get more into our relationship, it was like 3 years in, and I started to realize, like, this is just we're not on the same page. He stays at home playing Xbox and not working. Staying at home, it's just fine if you play Xbox, but work, get a job, make money. Go
live.
Like, do something with your life. So I just felt like I was getting places and he just wasn't. So I talked to him about it. He right away, I broke it off with him because I just felt like he had no ambition. He got a job. And then he came back to me. He's like, look, I did this for you. I got a job. I'm listening to you. We could get a place. That he got really hurt when I left him.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I
so
gave him another chance.
you saw like a change.
I saw a change. I was like, okay, he's trying. Fine, I'll give him a chance. But in my heart, I was still like, ugh. So I gave him a chance, though, because I was trying to be nice. And he was my high school sweetheart at the time. I gave him the chance. He started to do his same kind of actions again, going back to that, being comfortable with maybe not going to all the shifts and all that. But then he saw it was like very distant a little bit. Moving forward.
And that's crazy because that's the same dynamic that happened with her, too. Like, this girl ended up changing a little bit, but we all knew.
Oh my gosh,
she still is that same person underneath. She's just doing this because she wants to try it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, you give someone a chance, and a lot of times it's just they wanting to reel you back in until they have you, and then they just go back to what they are used to. And I learned that the hard way, but I don't regret it because I think it's great to learn those things, because then I'm not going to be with someone again like that, because you learn that you don't want to be with somebody who's going to go through that.
Yeah, but then you see, like, when they do that, right? When they just backtrack, it's like you saw the potential, and then they just let you down.
Yeah,
exactly. 100%. Yeah,
and then you get hurt.
That's a toxic relationship.
Yeah, and so this happened about 3 times where he let me down, and I would give him another chance. He reeled me back in. The last time, I remember him coming to my school. My UOP is where I went to, University of the Pacific, and he drove up, and I had just got out of class, and I had to go to another class in between. So he pulls up into the parking lot. Mind you, he would never visit me at school. My other friends would come and bring me food, like hang out with me, come to school. I didn't even go to that same place. He would never do that. He would, when I was reworking and I'd be tired, and mind you, I would always bring him food one time, just once. I was a manager. I couldn't leave my post. I had to stay. I told him, I texted him, could you please come and bring me some food? I am starving. I haven't ate all day, because I've been, as a manager, sometimes you just don't get that lunch break, So, I mean, you do, but can you eat? No. Yeah, right. So legally you have to clock out, but I didn't get a lunch break. So, I was asking him, could you just go get me a Cobb salad, like that barbecue chicken salad when I wasn't vegan, from Panera, and I was so hungry. And he said, okay, what time? I told him. He continued to play his Xbox. He's not working. He has a car. He has feet to use to drive. And I told him, mind you, I also said, you can use my card. I said, come by to the mall where I worked, grab my card, go get the food. I'll even order it. Like, I was so just hungry. Him, yeah. I was literally just asking you to deliver to me Grubhub style, like back when there wasn't a thing. So, and he comes finally. I'm closing out, right? It's been so long. It's way past the time I asked him to come. I'm closing out. I'm counting the money. He comes in and I'm like, oh, you're finally here. Like, where's the food? You know, like I thought maybe he brought it and I could just pay him back. Yeah. He's like, oh, you're closing out? So you can just go on your own. I was like, here, I was about to give him my card. I was like, oh, here, you know, just go ahead and go grab it. And I was like, why? And I'm trying not to lose my shit at work. Why? Because there's cameras. Why did you come all the way from your house? You drove, wasted gas to come and tell me.
I'm scared about how calm she is saying this right now.
Why? You don't understand at the moment how I was. I was like, I had to be, you know, you're a manager. Yeah. And I was like, and my other coworkers are there and my sales reps. And I said, you could have easily stopped there, grabbed the food, and then come to me. Why did you come to tell me that you're going to let me starve? Why'd you come to just tell me don't eat? What was the point? What was the reason?
Yeah. I know. Don't make a girl, hungry.
Like everybody gets hangry, but me, I am a big foodie, first of all. And second, I've been
plus
working
you're in school and then you're fucking working. Get the
all day.
fuck out of here, bro.
Do something. You don't do shit all day.
Yeah, bro.
I'm hungry. The least you can do in life, Xbox player. Not that that's bad. If you're working, that's a-okay. If you're just playing Xbox,
you want to be a good boyfriend, bring your girl some fucking food if you're not doing shit.
Especially if she at work and she asks for it and she's
bring her some fucking food, okay? Yes. I'm tired of this shit. Leaving people hungry.
That was the worst.
What's wrong with you guys?
So that obviously I was like, I'm leaving you. No, I didn't leave him after that. You know, I was like, okay, maybe I'm just over exaggerating because I'm hangry. So I got my own food that night. And I still was, you know, dating him for some reason. Unfortunately, I kept dating him after that. I would never do that now. So I stayed with him 3 times. We tried fixing our problems and dating, breaking up. Finally, the last one, when he came to my school and started crying to me in the car, and I started to get into like, oh, he's crying. Mind you, I didn't cry at all. I just kept looking at him, and I couldn't even cry anymore. It didn't even hurt me that he was crying. It was just like, ugh. Like, I have to deal with you. Like, here's the baby who still lives with his, which is okay if you live with parents, because I lived with my mom for a while. I just mean, like, you're still living with your parents, not working, not even trying to get out of there. No ambition, not bringing me food to work. That's number 1 on why I'm breaking up with you. And I just kept saying no, you know, like I keep asking you to change and you do it for 2 weeks and then it's the same thing over again and I'm done with that and it's too bad. It's like toxic. It was toxic. But I just got reeled back in for some reason. At the end, I just said, okay. That's how I ended. I was like, you know, fine. Okay, I'll get back with you. I didn't want to say, okay, let's try again. I was just like, okay, like this.
Damn.
You know, I hated it. And mind you, when we were broken up, everyone was like, you have this glow on your face. You look great. As soon as I said that, I went back into the class. My best friend looked at me. She's like, you look like a zombie. You look like you're a dead person walking right now. You look pale. Like, what happened? I was like, I said, okay.
Oh my God.
You know, so like you can tell it's so toxic. Your face shows it. And that was the worst. But when I did give him the chance again, he decided to propose to me and we got together. Mind you, the proposal sucked.
What? How did you do it?
There was no ring. Why did I say yes? Okay, let me explain. It was in bed, like we were chilling watching TV and he wasn't even dressed anything nice. It just kind of came up and he proposed. So this is what happened. We're sitting watching TV in bed and I was after work or after school. I came and I didn't have work that day, and he asked me, what would you say if I just told the whole world we're married? And I was like, in my mind, well, we're not, but I mean, if you want to. So I was like, why would you say that? Like, what do you mean? And he's like, what if I wanted to get married to you? You know, he kept asking these questions and I was like, where are we going with this? You know, it's like, I I don't know, you want to? I mean, you'd have to propose first. He's like, yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't have a ring. I was like, well, a ring doesn't really mean anything to, at the time I would be like, ring doesn't really mean anything to me. Like a diamond's just another rock that's polished. Like, I don't really mind. You could get me anything. I'll be happy. And he was like, really? I've been waiting to pop the question, but I was afraid because I didn't want to get just any ring and blah, blah, blah. You know, he got all really excited. And I was like, yeah, I don't mind. Like, we could be engaged and you don't have to get me like some special ring. And he was like, okay. And then he gets up and then he's like, stand up. And he like gets on his knee. He's like, I know I don't have a ring, but will you marry me and be my wife or something like that? I can't remember. Anyway, so then
right, it sounds all right when you say it, but like, fuck. I mean, you don't need a ring. You just need to make the moment special. That's it. And also, don't fucking ask questions. Just fucking.
What are you about to say? No.
Just do it, bro.
Like that. That was the stupidest proposal
Thank
ever.
you.
Yeah.
Don't propose to your girl like that.
Yeah.
In your like not wife beater, but like he just had his like undershirt. It was not memorable. Okay, it was not memorable at all. I'm sorry for smacking the table.
At least
you can smack the table.
You counted it, right?
Yeah, it was right after Netflix and chill.
No,
Literally
it
just
wasn't
chilling.
actually. We were just chilling.
That's what I'm saying. Just chilling, just the chilling part.
No actual like okay, but
Was there Netflix?
you know, sorry, I mean, there was just sorry, I messed up. There was just the Netflix part, no chilling. I mean, we're actually just sitting in
just
bed.
Netflix and chilling, all right?
Not no.
Get your mind out the gutters, guys.
Yeah, no sexual innuations. Don't think into it too hard because it didn't happen.
Damn, afterwards though.
Yeah,
Like, you're just getting
if you're gonna propose in a wife beater in your bedroom. You have to have sex afterwards, bro.
Oh, that didn't happen either as well.
Oh my god, I can relate though.
Right. Yeah, she
How did you did the same? Oh my god.
Yeah, after
Just walk
no.
out
My
real quick.
proposal was pretty
proposal
awesome.
was dope. Like she actually had a really good proposal for her ex, and she still didn't give her none. Like I would have gave you some for that shit, but
Wait, you still didn't get none?
no.
Did you ever even get a ring though?
Oh yes, okay.
did?
So I
Did
got
you
a
get
ring.
one? Okay.
You know how I said my mom sells Avon.
Yeah.
So there's like those cubic zirconium rings that they sell in there. So he ordered one from her for the time being, and then after it started getting a little old, eventually for Christmas he did that thing where you get a big box and little boxes, and in the end it was a brand new ring he got from like Macy's, like actual store. And I was like, oh, you got me a ring, cool. And I was like, you got to repropose. You know, I made him get on knee and do it again because it was a new ring.
Yeah.
I was like, do it again, but you know it's not special. I had to tell him to. But you know he tried. He tried to make it cute.
It takes it away. It takes it away. For anybody that wants to propose, all right, here are the tips, yo. Here are the
Just
tips, all right.
Don't give
Just
it to me in a box. Don't
hear
make
the
me
don't
unwrap
do's.
it.
Don't ask the question. Don't ask her here. Hey, you want to get married? You know, and don't do it in a wife beater. Don't do it while you're just sitting out
Don't
and
just
chilling,
lay in bed
bro.
and be like, yo, do you
Yes,
wanna?
all right. If you're gonna go all out, go all out. All right, don't make it.
I want to be able to tell the story. Like,
How'd
it's
you
cute.
go
Yeah,
out though? I want to hear
exactly.
this.
Oh.
How'd you how?
Like, what was the proposal?
Yeah, because you said,
It was
and this is you had nothing to do with this proposal, and you said it was dope. So
Yeah, it was.
Okay. So, like, you know, I had that thought lingering. Oh, like, wow, I really want to propose to her, especially, you know, before I go to boot camp and stuff. So everything was so last minute. I literally did everything in a day, which makes it even more mind-blowing, where it was like I went to a whole bunch of different stores. I got balloons that lit up in the inside. I got rose petals, candles, wine, like all her like bath and body
Shit she likes.
like bath bombs and everything like that.
You
And
got
I
the whole
put
kit.
and I put everything in a box, and she wanted a new, like, you know, she was a stoner, so we, you know, she wanted like a better box for everything where she could put everything in.
Her smoking.
Yeah.
paraphernalia and
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
So I had a banner that said like, will you marry me, on the door. It was like these string things that would come down, like a nice entrance, like where she like walks in. And
You made the scene. You made the scenery.
Yeah.
You're in charge. I like that. Be in charge.
They had like music in the background, and so everything. With the rose petals, I spelled out "I love you" and stuff.
Oh,
and
damn.
yeah,
Okay, fuck.
rose petals like everywhere. So it was like really nice. It was a really nice ambience. She was not expecting it. I told her to, you know, go take a shower so I could do everything. Oh, and downstairs I got her two I got her 2 new body pillows and like the covers for the body pillows, because like I got her everything that she said she wanted, like with that proposal. So yeah, so when she walked in, I was just like on like one knee, and then like I said a whole bunch of cute shit, like we're like
She wrote it all down. She fucking read it out, or she memorized it.
No, like literally, I did not even,
Dome.
yeah, it was off the dome.
Off the
Oh,
dome.
shit.
Marissa never writes, but she's never wrong. Bang.
Yeah, so it's like I'm a huge romantic, so like I want to do everything right, and she just froze, and I knew, like, I don't know. Now that I look back at it, she said yes without being completely honest, like with me, and and like, yeah, it's just like everything just like got put together. But to be honest, the proposal I have planned for Aleena has nothing on that.
Damn.
Fire.
She was telling the proposal in Spanish to her parents yesterday,
Fire.
and I got a few words in. She said bailando, which means dance, which I don't know what that means. You can dance with me. I don't know. Okay, which wouldn't work. I don't know, actually. I just remember that, and she said California. That's all I got.
That's not even Spanish. It's just.
I know. She said in California. I was like, I know that word. That's it. But she said the whole proposal in Spanish to them. They were like, oh, and I was like, I wish I had gotten my phone out, did Google Translate. I would have recorded it all and like slowly translated or something.
Figure it out. Nah, you
But
best
apparently it's
not
really
knowing.
cute.
You best.
Yeah,
not knowing.
that's
You know
true.
what I'm
I know.
saying?
I was like, okay, but apparently it's gonna be really cute because her parents' facial expressions were like, oh damn. I was like, oh, cute. And I know she want to include people in it or something.
For that proposal, I need a lot of help, and it's gonna take a while, like probably like 2 years or something.
What? Okay. This sounds like a better one than the wife beater.
My parents said they consent to us getting married, and if we surpass boot camp, and 2 years, because the longer the better,
I agree, 100%. It makes the most sense.
Yeah,
But it's really up to you. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know.
I'll marry.
If marriage is forever, why not fucking
I just need an officiant.
Yeah, she's been saying she would marry me like instantly.
Y'all talked about having kids on the first date.
So we're basically married already,
It's not even
and
the
we have our
first.
kids names set. No,
Oh yeah.
actually we do. Have
Yo,
our
what
kids.
is it
Wasn't even the first
Oh, you have
date.
names already?
It wasn't the first.
Oh
What?
my
wasn't
God.
even
Yo,
the first
you
date,
have a
bro.
kid? Woman wants to have a kid?
Yeah.
Y'all want to
We're
have a kid and
trying.
get married? Yeah, Woman's trying. We're talking about
trying
that.
too. No,
Well,
How's that going?
how's that going? No kids yet. No, so
serious.
Turkey baster. Turkey baster.
well, he been knowing. No,
I got a jar for anyone that wants to donate.
we have to see if you look anything like me because she's carrying, so it would have to be, someone who looks kind of Pakistan.
Yo,
tan,
Edwin.
little tan.
I'm looking at him like, you got good teeth too.
Come post up right next to them.
Ooh, it's a nice hair.
Post up.
I can deal with this. I got the height for us to play.
Anyways, moving to a different topic. So proposal, yeah, hers was really cute. Mine,
So, all right. So, you never finished the story about.
and so yeah, he proposed, and literally just 9 months later, it was September 9th or something. It was like Labor Day, and it was 9 months into the engagement. We had been together 3-4 years at that time. I started to, like she said, it's a trial to marriage.
Yeah.
Everything he did that was bad, like not working, having no ambition, was 10 times worse to me and 10 times more amplified. And I could just see how I did not want this for my future. I was
getting
thinking
closer and closer.
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, I have a kid. What are you gonna do? We know we have a kid.
Yeah.
How are you going to take care of us? And what are you gonna do this for the rest of our lives? Are you always going to be sitting on your bed playing games and not working, and not bringing me food. I mean, what if I'm craving something and you don't get it for me? That would be
or
your kid food.
Do his parents just pay for everything he does?
Yeah, his parents paid for everything, and the way he would make money would be to work with his dad, but he barely did. His dad had the trucking business. He would just go and check, are there any scratches on these cars, the brand new like Audi cars or Volkswagen? His dad would take it to dealerships. He didn't do anything. You know how when you get to babysit your nieces and nephews and you make money off of that, it's just a family
I'm
thing.
sorry. If I ever become a millionaire or some shit, mark my words, son or daughter, all right? Y'all ain't touching that. That's not your money.
No,
You're earning that money, all right?
They need to work for it.
You earning
help
that
them
shit.
with certain things, but make sure they're not like fiending. But make sure they're good, but don't let them be spoiled, because he was spoiled. He had 2 cars and no job.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a shit. They're driving in, they're pulling up in a Honda Civic.
Yeah, that they bought from their own money from Craigslist.
Exactly.
Better be like
Facts.
that.
It gotta be like that. They gotta learn that shit. They gotta know how to take care of that.
I agree. Right. That's on period. So anywho, our 9 months went by horribly because I realized this is not what I want for my future. I decided to end that because at one point he yelled at me, and I do not take that at all, because my dad was always yell at me. He was abusive and all that. So I'm like, I don't. I already had that. I had a figure who yelled at me once, and he's out of my life, and I'm gonna take you out of mine too.
Shit. Well, what happened to the cheating thing?
So I left him. We're not engaged anymore. We didn't talk for a year. Literally right after the 3rd breakup of giving that ring back, and I gave him my ring back too. I offered to give it back. He didn't have to ask. I was like, "You want the ring back?" He's like, "Yeah." He's all mad. I was like, "Here's your $300.
I gotta pay for my Xbox subscription.
Macy's ring is not even real." No, it was, which I didn't mind, but like you acting like it's some like really expensive ring. I was like, it was $300 on sale, because he got it on like a Black Friday sale. That's why I got it at Christmas. He had wrapped it for me. Anyways,
I mean, not really bad with that.
You're not impressing nobody. So I gave him his ring back, and I gave him his sweaters back, and all the little stuff that you accumulate over the years with somebody. And he was like, "No, keep it." Kind of like he wanted me to keep that sweater and think about it. I was like, no. So I left it in his car. Mind you,
I've gotten sweaters back, right? Like that I don't ask for that type of shit back.
Yeah.
It's always leads into a no or whatever, and it's an argument.
Might as well just
I've gotten
take it and throw it away.
back to me with fucking perfume sprayed on.
Oh no! I've never been the person to do it.
I feel like they'll hit me with like, "Oh yeah, my other guy was wearing this."
Ew, what?
Like I feel they hit me with.
See, I've never been that petty. I was just like, "Look, I'm being real. Like, here you go."
Just like, okay.
I've never been the toxic one, so I'm just like, here's your stuff, man. I just gave him his stuff back, but mind you, here's the kind of bad part. I don't feel like I was doing anything wrong, because remember this, we broke up a couple of times. Okay,
yep.
So by this time, I've had this best friend, which is why guy best friends don't always work out. But I had this best friend this whole time who used to take me to work. Take me to school. And we had different classes. He would take me to school. And I told my, at the time, fiance, I was like, "Look, if you don't take me, he will, because I don't have a car." He had 2 cars. And he didn't take me in one of them. And he didn't have any work to do. So why don't you take me? And this guy, the best friend, he was taking me to school, and even to work sometimes and whatever. Like anytime I needed a ride, he was there. He would pick me up he would come from his house all the way to mine. He lived further from my fiance. Come all the way to mine, pick me up, take me to school. He would have a later class, but he'd take me from 6 a.m. and he didn't have one till 10 a.m. And then his classes ended at 1, mine ended at 3. He still waited to take me back home. So like he would do things like that, and I was like, and it was comparing. I mean, I didn't mean to, but it was like I didn't see him like that. I was like, oh, he's just helping me out, and my fiance knew everything about him. We did not like touch each other. We didn't even hug. There was no kissing, no sex, nothing. Like I was not cheating. He was just someone in my life at the time who was doing a lot of things for me. And we used to go out to eat. He used to bring food, snacks to school. We would share with all his friends, like, food. Began me. So I was like, somebody brought me food, you didn't. And he had a job. He was going to college with me. So I was like, there's ambition. Like there's somebody doing something with their life. And I saw that difference, and I started to lean towards that. And I low-key started to feel for him for that reason, like have a crush on him or whatever. But I didn't speak on it. But after the 3rd time that I broke up with him. Before I returned the ring, we had already been broken up. Before I returned it, that week, I went in a car ride with this best friend, and we were talking about really wanting to go to this place, Big Sur. And it's this like beach, it's beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And we had both it's because we both screenshotted the same picture at the beach. And we were like, oh my God, you have it too. Like, I really want to go to Big Sur. Like, we should go, road trip, friend road trip, you know?
Yeah.
But it's far enough where you have to get a hotel kind of thing. So we never really did. But that week that I'd broken it off before I returned the ring, he said, let's go to Big Sur. We should do the friend trip, you know? And I was, I mentioned it. I was like, we should go to Big Sur. And he's like, yeah, sure. And he's sitting confused. Like, why is she saying now? He's like driving. He's like, you want to go to Big Sur? You want to go to the beach? He was kind of confused. Yeah. And I told him, yeah, like, why not? Friend trip, you know, friend road trip. I need it because I had just broken up with this guy who has no ambition. I was like, done. And he goes, and he plans it all out. He's like, we'll get a hotel, we'll do this and that, we'll leave early in the morning so we don't catch traffic. He's planning it. Then he stops. He's like, serious question though, what does your fiance think about this? And I was like, I don't have one anymore. He's like, oh. And I kid you not, try not to smile like, oh, I'm so sorry you guys broke up. But he had this big smirk on his face like, oh, I'm sorry you just got through a breakup, you know. And he was obviously it's not all, don't say all. She's gonna kill me. It's not all.
It's the past, bro. It's the past.
Anyways, no. So I told him, I was like, no, there's no one, and there's no person that you'd be worried about. And he was like, oh, okay, you know, like, oh, I'm sorry, not sorry at all. And he ended up asking like me more questions about the trip. He dropped me off. Later that night, we both were texting, and he was sending me hotels that he should book, and they weren't just any hotel. Mind you, the hotels I went with my ex-fiance, they were a little sketchy. And there was not even a lobby. It was the kind where you pick up the window and you give your key back. Yeah, that kind of shit. So it was horrible. Horrible. Mind you, I paid for that one. Yeah. And he didn't give me food.
Did he at least lay it down?
It was horrible. I was a really good girlfriend. He just sucked. So anyways, that's why he was so sad when he lost me. He cried so much. I'm like, I don't care.
Oh my God.
So yeah. So now I go from someone that I had to pay for this dinky hotel to somebody who was sending me 3 different options, which were resorts. And one was called Lovers Point Inn. I was like, oh, friend, because we were just friends. It was like, going from friend point.
Nah, you know what he want.
Okay, but
damn well. Don't give me none of that.
It was not waking up to take you to 6 a.m. class when his shit was at 10. All right.
Now I'm questioning the toxic. All right. Now I'm questioning the toxic.
I've been waiting to say it. But that's not how that happened.
No, I'm just saying. I knew what he was going for. I understand that. Like, I know what we were both going for. It's just we hadn't ever spoken on anything like Lovers Point in. We were just best friends. We would joke around all the time. It hadn't surpassed that. This was the first initial time where it was like something about love or getting together. So that was the interesting part.
You just broke up with your fiance.
And I said,
you got a guy who you kind of crushing on. This dude had a smirk on his face.
No, I know.
Lovers Point. What?
But listen, because I thought maybe he'll send me Hilton Hotel, Hampton Inn, but the place actually called Lovers Point. And I was like, dang, like it was like, yeah. And then the other 2 were just regular. Hint. It was a strong hint. Yeah.
So what was your move? Was you making moves?
So this is what happened. I didn't have to make. That's what I'm saying. It's so easy with guys.
I know.
He did all of it.
So you were just walking there. Right through it.
Yeah. So I just got spoiled the whole time. Anyways, okay. So listen, it was he gave me that one, Lovers Point Inn, and there's 2 other links. It was like some other 2 regular ones, but they were all extremely nice. Like, it was hard to pick, but I purposely didn't pick Lovers Point Inn because I was like, it's weird. What if I'm like, Lovers Point Inn? That's great, because it was so weird. We were just very close to each other, like best friends, that it was awkward to move past that and be like, let's.
I think if you had said Lovers Point Inn, you would have been like, cool.
He would not have had no hesitation on pulling a move.
Yep, he would have been like, I don't even gotta ask for more.
Later in the story why it's like there was hesitation. It was weird. It was a lot of weird stuff. Okay, because mind you, like think about like your best friend and then you get with them. It was just weird. But anyway, he sends me those 3 links.
Been there before.
And I didn't pick Lovers Point Inn. I picked another one that was really nice still, and it was right by the beach. It was a beachfront resort.
That's fine.
Yeah, and then right near Big Sur, like you could just walk there. Basically, the one that we screenshotted and all that crap. And it was extremely expensive, and he didn't ask me to pay for like a dime. Like at all, but I offered half, of course, because like I was used to paying full. I was like, I'm still give you half, so I sent him half, even though he didn't ask for it. That was later on, but he was ready to pay for the full thing and the food there. So and so he got the stuff. I sent him back the link and the room that I wanted. I sent him back. I was like, this one's good. And he told me later on, once we got together, that I sent him back a 1 king bed and not 2 separate beds. And that's how he knew that I wanted to be with him. But that was just the default.
Oh, that was just
I wasn't trying to hint at anything. And he was like, that's when I knew, you know?
Fucking damn well. Okay.
Okay, so after that, you guys got together.
So after that, you know, we go to the Big Sur trip, whatever. But the reason why I'm saying this, because when I was returning that ring, I returned that ring dressed up, ready to go to Big Sur with the best friend.
You know, about to get some dick.
petty. That's
No, but listen, it wasn't petty. It was we had no.
She had it ready, lined up.
No. This not. But that's why I gave.
I'm gonna show my glow.
No, listen, I'm trying to defend myself here. I had broken up with that dude 3 times. He had no ambition, right? The last time I broke up with him, it was a week before I was returning the ring. It happened that he just wouldn't. I was like, come get your stuff. Finally, the day we had planned to go to Big Sur, literally a few hours before, he's like, oh, I'll be free now. I'm like, God damn, like I'm gonna be ready and all that. So he tells me like, I'll come at 3. We were supposed to leave at 5. Let's say that. He doesn't come till 4:30. Now I'm already dressed. I'm already have my makeup on. I look all like cute and like good in like a bodycon dress. And bodycon, like he would go, you know, people go crazy. And so then I'm wearing that. I walk out and he's like, really? You're going to do this? He thought I was like trying to like make him feel some type of way. I was like, look, I'm sorry, you don't know this, but I'm going to Big Sur. It's not, I'm not trying to do this for you. It really wasn't, I really wasn't trying to mess with him. And I was in sweats before. I was really not trying to make him feel that way. I'm telling you, I'm not petty like that. And so, but he came in that time, and I feel horrible sometimes saying this, but yeah, so he left, and like 2 minutes later, literally, I'm surprised they didn't pass each other. His car left, and my best friend's car came, and he picked me up, and we left to go to Big Sur. I was like packed. So, but now that you know the background, that was like 3 times we broke up. I wasn't cheating, and it wasn't bad.
So this goes to what happened yesterday. I remember what I said.
What?
She might not cheat, but she knows who she's fucking next.
She knows she's fucking next. Yes, we talked about this yesterday.
That's facts. That's
they
true.
all know.
Yeah,
they got a rotation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I did at that time. That was what it was. You're right.
All right.
We all
3
know.
minutes.
We all know.
All right, so continue story. We got a few minutes left. Let's go. Let's finish.
We'll talk about that later. Miss. Anyways, so okay. We all know. We still know. Okay. Sure,
Like,
we all know. I guess I know too.
No, so we talk about them, and you get to them points, you get to those points that was really
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, I know. So yeah, I did know, and he was definitely next in line. You know, I was thinking about it a lot. So you know, we go, and so literally he leaves, and he comes, and a lot of times I even happen at work. When I would be at work, my ex-fiance would come and visit me, come and go. He would leave, and then my best friend would come and talk to me, and it would be like they would just miss each other. And he had my location, my ex-fiance, and he didn't catch me, so that's why I said location doesn't mean anything. You can do whatever you want, as long as you're smart about it. Sometimes I would leave my phone at home and go on car rides with my best friend at the time, because I'd be so frustrated with my ex-fiance. Like, he messed up. So yeah, so I start this relationship with this dude in this great way. You know, he's spoiling me, he takes me out, and even when we went to that Big Sur place, we went to the mall, and he's
Did it go down?
Maybe you were supposed to cut to the chase.
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. I know.
You got 2 minutes.
I cut that part out for you. Okay, let me just. Okay. So
You told her the whole fucking thing. She wants to finish the story.
okay, fine. All right. So yeah, we get to the 1 king bed, and yeah, obviously, you know, we consummated the relationship. And I was the one who initiated it, and he was like, oh my God, like my best friend's kissing me. Like, he was just so shocked by it. And then I was like, shut up. Like, stop. And then, yeah, so, and, how much detail am I?
Wait, no.
I'm not going into, I don't want to go into.
Where's the point? Did your ex catch you or something? Or did
No.
you said you call your ex cheating?
Okay. Yeah. So, sorry. I was like, that's why I didn't want to bring that up. I was
You're
like,
a
why are we talking
teacher.
about that?
60 seconds, camera's gone.
Okay, so 3 years into the a year into the relationship, it's New Year's, and I get a DM from a guy who says, my girlfriend has been talking to your boyfriend, and he visited her in Vegas when he told her he was going to see his sister in Reno. And he had told me he was going to see his sister in Reno for 4 days. And he said his sister did basketball games and used to go on tournaments, and she was like the coach. And he's like, oh, I got to help her. I got to help her film this whole thing. I blindly trusted this dude because of how we initiated our relationship. With everything that we went through, was like, great, we're best friends. Like, I wouldn't think that he would do that to me. And we were like, I thought our relationship was great. Like, there was no toxicness that I saw. And works, yeah. He was living a double life that I had no idea about. And I was at that point, my ex-fiance never cheated on me. He was very loyal. So I never thought of like someone's going to cheat on me. That just never crossed my mind. So I was like, yeah, go to Reno, have fun with your sister for sure. Mind you, he was going to see his ex in a hotel in Vegas and fucked her all those 4 days. But I didn't know this. He comes back, he has a hickey on his neck. I was like, what's that? You know? And he told me, well, it was here. Okay. He told me that his suitcase, his bag was so heavy that it left a mark.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
I'll tell you more good ones. He had great excuses for his hickeys. I'll tell you that.
Off air, because, yeah.
Wait,
more than
that. There's more. Oh, there was
very clever.
There was even
a clever one, bro.
Wait. There was what?
There was another one. He said this one's the worst. One time he came back with a hickey, and he said it was again like in this area, and I think he would tell her like, stay here so I can make an excuse. He said he went bowling, and he told me, oh, you see this shirt I'm wearing? It was a dress shirt. You know, he was out on a date, but he told me he went bowling with his boys. He was like, you see this dress shirt? I was wearing it every time I was bowling. It just it kept hurt. Yeah, it hurt my right here, and it started to make this mark. I'm telling you, I could show you right now. If I keep doing it in this shirt, it leaves the mark. You just
and your pride isn't gonna let you say yeah to that. You're not gonna be like, yeah, let me watch.
No, exactly. I was like, oh, hell no. Like, I know what the fuck that is. I know what a hickey looks like. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, okay, yeah, bowling. It's your shirt. No, you know? And so I was like, I'm not stupid. So, you know, he would have these horrible excuses. Or he was a mechanic. Sometimes he would say he was going to go get some late night pussy. And he would tell me, oh, I got to go pick up some tools from Concord. It was like 11 p.m.
Oh, yeah, but you knew he wasn't a worker, so.
Why? I just don't understand.
Yeah,
like,
do I? He wasn't a worker, bro.
I'm just like, why not just not say anything or don't lie? Like, by that point, we weren't
kind of just stopped caring.
But these were things that after we were not together anymore. But so the initial time I found out how he was cheating on me, that guy. So his ex, we'll call her Kay. He was fucking his ex.
Letters. This episode.
Oh my god, too many.
I don't know. I can't think of names.
Hillary, K.
I can't think of names, but K.
Yeah. Name already before, so continue that.
Hector, Hillary. So K was the one that he was fucking with, his former ex. And he told me not to worry about her, and he kept in contact with her while in the relationship. He kept talking to his ex, and I was like, why do you still talk to your ex? He's like, well, we were friends first, and I'm not gonna stop talking to her. We were so close. And I was like, oh, okay, I understand. I was like, that's fair.
I can get that 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people sit there and say, yo, like you can't be talking to your exes and stuff. I'm like,
so I didn't want to be toxic. I didn't want to be toxic. I was like, for sure, like, keep talking to, and I wasn't talking to my ex-fiance at this time. And I didn't at all during our relationship. I never disrespected him like that. But he was talking to his ex, and I was like, you know what? You guys were in a relationship for a very long time. I don't mind. That's okay. Like, you can stay together, and you can stay being friends and keep talking, because like, I trust you. Like, I trust you blindly. Like, that's how I was before I found this out. So, and they would be texting and like talking to each other and all that stuff. Yeah. And she would be like, oh, my niece just got, my niece was just born. Remember how I told you about? I'm like, oh, cute. You know, I was accepting of it. I was very, very open at that time. And this is where my trust issues start. So he did all that. I let him. And I let him be I was so freeing and letting him go out anytime he wanted to, that it ended up, he took advantage of it. And he decided to go to Reno, which was Vegas, with his ex, and he fucked her. And like, I had no idea. This was 5 months into our relationship.
And you found out?
Found out 4 months after that, after 9 months hit. and it was New Year's, and I found out New Year's Eve, like this was how my New Year started.
That's a bitch.
I get sent this entire paragraph. When he was in Reno, he got a hotel. She was there. They were together. He's been hitting her up. He's been calling her. You should check his call logs. He started to hide his phone from me. I used to have his password. I used to have password for everybody I dated, and he stopped letting me go into his phone. He'd be like, "What? Why are you always in my phone? Why are you always checking?" I was like, "I was literally just checking the weather or something. I don't know. I was just on his phone for not snooping reasons." And he started to make me suspicious by the way he was reacting. I was like, but I kept blowing it off. I was like, no, because I didn't want to believe it. I was like, no, like this person is great. Like we have a great relationship. We travel all the time and like all this stuff. Ends up, I get that message. I want proof. I don't. I wanted proof.
They all want proof.
I wanted
They all want
proof.
proof till we get it.
I don't know what to do. My heart's beating super fast. Mind you, I was at my mom's house, and he was all the way in the Bay Area at this time. And I called him. Oh no, he was actually in Stockton too. I called him and I said, "Can we talk?" So I go to his. I can't remember how that happened, but I think I went to his work, and I talked to him. I was like, "Okay, so did you fuck with your ex in that hotel?" He was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "When you went to Reno, where were you?" And he was like,
Fuck.
Yeah. He was like, "I was with my sister for a basketball." I was like, "Say that again." Fix that phrase. And I was like, "You sure you want to say that?" He was like, "How much do you know?" I said, and I lied. I didn't say he told me stuff. I said, "She told me everything." He goes, "Hold on. I need to call her."
What the fuck? What is wrong with this kid,
He's
bro?
so dumb.
Who the fuck is you?
I was like, "So you want to straighten out your story with her, right? Is that what's happening?"
Oh my god.
Oh, because mind you, this wasn't in person. Before I went to his work, this was over a phone call. He hung up on me for a long period of time, talked to her like, "Yo, why'd you tell her? Did you tell her?" Like he finds out she wasn't the one who told me. He gets the facts straight, calls me back and says, "Hey, so yeah, I did see her there, but it wasn't like that. I just met her there." And I was like, and I was like,
I
"Oh,
did the same
okay."
shit to my baby mom.
I start to low-key believe it though, because it's the first time I was cheated on. I low-key believed it. I was like, maybe then I was like, "Did you guys hug? Did you guys oh no, she just sat on the edge of my bed." And I was like, "Okay." And then she left. I was like, "Okay." Then I went to visit him at work after he gets his story straight with his girl. He gets his story straight. He puts her on speaker while I'm in the car with him when he takes a break from work. He's working at Firestone. He gets out. Oh, well, bad.
Did you not realize that she got caught too? Like,
she didn't give a fuck. Like she didn't care. But I'll tell you where that goes to. He got her to lie for him because he wanted to keep me around.
Obviously.
So he got her. She was a side piece. So he was like, "Hey, could you act like we didn't fuck?"
All side pieces. Play it right.
Play it right. Apparently, she played it right. So he gets her on speakerphone and he's like, "Could you explain to her what happened?" She was like, "Yeah, we met up in Vegas," and she's talking in the fucking car, like on speakerphone. I was like, "This bitch is for real right now." I was so mad. I was like, hot. But anyway, I let her speak, and she was like, "Oh, we just met up and I went back to practice. We didn't do anything. I just wanted to catch up with you." And he said that she was just on the edge of the bed, and I asked, "Did you guys even hug or nothing?" Like I was just asking this question, like, "Oh, you did nothing?" And she was like, we just hugged and that was it." Like she forgot that the story's straight. She didn't get that part of the detail right. And I was like, I'm like remembering all this slowly. I mind you, the way I got back with him, got back at him in a way I didn't even mean to, but 5 years later, he was crying. But anyways, so we'll get to that. He was crying, OG. So anyway, he was acting really like, "I'm innocent. I didn't do anything." I was like, "All right." I gave him a chance. And mind you, I told my best guy friend at the time, like, "Look, this is what he's saying." He's like, "Yo, he's lying." Let me tell you from a guy's perspective, he is a liar. And I was like, "Oh shit." Like, then I started to doubt it. And then he left again to Vegas. And I lied to him. Like, I was like, what? You said you're going with your boys and you might not go with her. Like, you said you won't, you know? I was very stupid. I'm telling you,
Did you like follow him?
I'm glad you said it, because I was like, at what point, yeah, there's that whole fool me once, shame on you.
I had no proof.
Fool me twice, shame on me,
I
right?
call it the dumb bitch mentality, bro. All right.
I was dumb bitch
It is.
mentality.
I'm sorry, bro. That's what that is, bro. I fell for the dumb bitch mentality too.
We all have because
100%. Me too.
Yeah, we've all been there.
I gave her another chance
because you think like, you know, like the way he would spoil me and the way we would go out and travel, the way he would like show me love was through actions, which my ex never did. He would always show me through words, say things like I love you, but he wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
He showed me through actions like all the time, and we both spoiled each other. Basically, like, it was just a great relationship, I thought. And then in the background, he was over here fucking her.
It would have worked out if y'all agreed on being polygamous.
That's what I told him. Actually,
Right,
I told him, I said, if you had at least talked to me about being like in an open relationship, if that's what you wanted, you could have at least asked me or told me, and I would have told you I don't want that, and we could have either ended it or kept it going. It's up to you. But I did ask him when we were friends living together just as exes, I was like, so why did you cheat? Like, we would like fuck like 6 times a day. Like, I don't understand why he was acting like that. I'm sorry. And I asked him, he said greed. He's like, there's nothing wrong with you. It wasn't like you were lacking in anything. It was just greed. Like, I could get more, so I got more. Like,
I said that in another episode too, bro. That's people.
Yeah,
people
and I respected that he actually answered my question correctly instead of being like, I don't know, it didn't hurt. That made me feel better. I was like, okay, at least it was just greed. That's not like you were doing something wrong. Because I was like, I did everything. Like, I was a great girlfriend. Because I'm awesome. So then the way I found out, like, I was really done was, okay, I gave him a second chance. We weren't together anymore. We decided to break up, but we were still living together in Stockton, where I'm from. Before I moved to the Bay Area for my job, he kind of mentioned, you want to stay in Stockton because we're not together anymore. We're exes. Like, no, we were best friends first. Our relationship just didn't work. It's okay. Why not just move in together? Because we had already planned on moving in together in Bay Area. I'd already taken the job in the Bay Area, and that's when I found out that he was cheating on me. So I was already ready to move in, and I already was ready to pay the rent, all that. Like, and I didn't accept this job in Stockton, but there was still a chance I could have made that switch, but I didn't, because I didn't want to let go. Yeah, you know, but I didn't want to tell him that. I was like, no, we'll be cool. Like, we'll just be friends. We'll just be exes living together, which eventually it happened. But at that time, I was not over him. I was like really just trying to like keep him around and get that closure, you know, and get in his head, maybe make him miss me, you know, fuck around him and get him back.
He's the toxic one, guys.
Yeah, and then I became, that's where the fuckboys start.
Her fuckboy phase.
Yeah.
That's where
it started.
A long road ahead of me.
It's like, I'm flying out tomorrow. I'm good.
You understand.
But that's man.
That's crazy.
That happens to a lot
It all
of people.
starts somewhere. Yeah, it all starts somewhere.
Where you become heartless.
Right? Yeah.
I literally became heartless. You know when you get that wall over your heart that never goes away? That's the moment I became heartless.
What we were talking about.
I feel like it's better for that shit to happen earlier on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No affection. I became very less affectionate. Like, I was already we were already, like, you know, when we went from best friends to relationship, we never really had like an affectionate relationship where we're like, I love you,
it was
baby.
More sexual.
We never even called each other baby. No,
like,
it was just like a really
like,
cool friendship. Like, we just did shit together. We would just go on adventures and stuff. And like, we was never like, I just never was lovey-dovey with him. Yeah. And when he did that, it was just like even more so less affectionate. My family's not very affectionate either. And I was just like cold heart, brick wall 10 times, like, you know?
Yeah, you see me like with anybody, dude, I'm like fucking hands-on. Like,
no, we didn't do that.
I'm always touching them.
Oh my God, we never did that.
Them, dude. Like,
I'm the very affectionate type. I can't not be.
The most I did was like hook arms.
And if I know something's up when the affection stops.
Oh yeah.
I know it's up. You know what I'm saying?
It was more so me
and if it's like, if I don't act on it, it's because I'm being a pussy and not admitting it to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, like, he
1000%.
was the less affectionate one. He would just show through action a lot of love. But I was like trying to be a little more affectionate.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't. And I felt like when I got into another relationship or whoever I would date after him, like, even though I was living with him with my ex, like when I would try to date other people, I would not show affection. I'd be this like cold hearted, like everybody, like, you act like a dude. You're just like a guy. Like the guys I would date, they're like, why do you have no feelings for me? Like, how do you just like fucking not have feelings? Like stuff like that. Because I was like, that's what my ex did. I can do it too. And I would channel him in everybody I dated after that. I'd be like,
Facts.
I'm just not gonna be heartless. Like he was able to do it, so I can do it, you know. And that's how I started to do that. And I was like,
vicious
and it
cycle.
felt great. Honestly, I was like, I'm not getting my heart broken. I can have fun and not be like catching feelings. And that's what I did for like 3 years.
All right, so quick question: what point like made
Did I do
you
it?
like change all this like mentality? Like, how did you know like you wanted how did you how'd you prepare for her? Because I'm sure that some kind of mental preparation had to like for in yourself,
Literally,
like to be affectionate. No.
it was hard.
Oh, to start
I'm
opening
still
back up.
Yeah, to
I'm still
start-
opening back up, but she
I feel
literally
like it takes the right
opened
person. It just takes
her.
the right person.
Oh, it was just her.
At
her.
that point, I feel
It was just meeting her.
Every person I dated before her did not get that through to me. They tried so hard, and they tried taking me out. They tried, like one time I said ice skating is my favorite thing, and Veggie Grill's my favorite restaurant. He took me ice skating and took me Veggie Grill. I
Just
don't
so
have
y'all know,
feelings
for
him.
y'all
I
20,
didn't give a fuck.
for y'all 28 or 30-year-olds, whatever was
Yeah,
whoever's
and he was
dating,
28 actually.
whoever was dating Aleena, damn, I guess that on point. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got played by a fucking 20-year-old, all right?
Ah, yeah.
By a 20-year-old, y'all got
I dated a
outdone
30-year-old,
by a
nothing.
20-year-old.
28-year-old, nothing. She came, and I was
Yeah,
like,
so anybody want to say,
yo.
"Oh, you too young for me"? Get the fuck out of here!
Number to number.
Get
Yes.
the fuck out of
That one's
here!
a big thing. Yeah, you're too young for me.
You're too
Blah,
young for
blah,
me.
you know what you're- ah.
Oh, when I met her at Sans. Yeah, no. When I met her at Sans, I asked her her age. She said 19. I was like, oh shit, because I was
Alright.
like, that's really young. Because I'm 25 and she's 20.
Shit.
So I was like, damn. Because
not
my little
bad.
sister is 19.
I've been
and-
hit with this. I've heard that before. It's literally my response if I get that. Like, oh, you too young. I've heard that before, bro.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on the show. All right, everything is so good. We're like so overboard.
I know.
But it's been
Got all
like
the
it's
tea.
been a fucking awesome ass show. So thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. I know y'all made a trip from Cali and all this shit. So all right.
Gang, thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Shit, thank you so much.
Great
All right,
topic.
please don't take it personal. Hope you didn't take anything we said personal.
I know. Oh man.
All right, fuck.
It's hot as fuck. Put on anything.